Also,
No, I love D&D, and I hope we continue to play it together for a long time.
Yeah. I hope we continue to play it until we look like that bald guy with strands of hair coming off his fucking head. My mom sent me a video of the video is so goddamn blurry, and she sent it from an Android, so I can't actually tell what the fuck is going on. But at least me and Andrew are in it when we're very young in gym class, but we're doing like a dance recital or something. We're doing like hip hop dancing.
Oh boy.
I wish it's too like I mean, I'll just send it anyway. I guess it's funny how to focus or whatever it is.
Oh, this must have been when I was homeschooled.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
What? And there's just like kids front row watching us dance for no reason, man.
Who are these people?
They're so talented. Oh my god.
Brings a tear to my eye.
It's so small. What the fuck?
Shed a real thug tear.
A real thug tear.
What do you know about being a real thug, Nick?
I know all about it. I'm in these streets.
You know about being with a buddy.
I know what about it.
Andrew brought me around his cartel friends, so I actually know them personally now.
What you know about being Aladdin?
I can show you the world.
I Aladdined you from
I like
Jafar.
it's just Andrew aggressively arrow.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm just pointing at someone in the crowd. You later, bitch.
You guys are flossing! Oh my god!
Oh my god, we are! What the fuck?
Y'all are some trendsetters for real.
We did it before Fortnite.
What have your guys' favorite, fondest memories of D&D been?
Wow, that's a tough question.
It's so small.
Honestly, we've had a lot of campaigns end very unceremoniously, but I think the funniest way that a campaign has ended was Andrew's Harry Potter campaign, where we just fucking left half the party behind and they just all fucking died, and then we're just like, oh shit.
I guess that's how it ends.
That was the funniest way.
Didn't we
said
keep going from that point, and then Dylan's character died like 3 separate times?
Oh,
That
Killed
sounds about
himself
right.
At the Temple of the Sun or something. And then later
temples in
in
Harry Potter.
Hogwarts, he busted through the roof because Nick was about to die.
Sometimes I can't stop myself from busting. That's another problem I have with my penis.
My penis is sad, but I can't stop myself from busting.
It won't let me use it, but it uses itself all the time.
I really enjoyed when we first attempted to do the Tiamat campaign, and you guys like got in this fight. You were severely injured. You're like, we're gonna take a long rest. I'm like, okay, are you sure? You're like, yes. And then you woke up the next morning, and the whole village has been like burned down in a dragon attack overnight.
That was the Tiamat campaign? Oh, so we've tried playing it before. Okay.
Yeah, we've tried like 2 or 3 times, and each time you guys get to a certain point, and then it just goes horribly.
Again, that was before. I think the best thing we've done in the current Phandelver campaign is when people give us quests and information, we actually pay attention.
The other funny time I think that ended a campaign was us going to some random tavern in like a peasant town, and there was like a game of cards going on, and Andrew's like, 1 gold.
Oh yeah!
And he just fucking caused a riot to break out, and then we just all started committing essentially genocide.
I totally forgot about that campaign completely.
I think that was the continuation of the first Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign, where you got to this remote border town that was being attacked by giants, and they absolutely hated magic or something.
Oh, that was a different one, yeah. Andrew casted a spell.
Yeah.
I think Nick's talking about one that I tried to homebrew, but it didn't go very far because you guys went to a town.
Oh.
And he tried to play poker or something with gold, and
yeah.
They were
And
like,
then-
we've never seen gold before, we're gonna kill you for it now.
And then this was when I was playing the barbarian and just had an epic like last stand in the
Yeah.
doorway, murdering everyone.
Nick was a badass female tiefling who got beheaded, I think.
I think, yeah, that sounds right.
And I think I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. We killed everyone in the bar and then boarded up, waiting for the rest of the village. And we heard a commotion outside. And we're like, "Should we go find out what that is?" We're like, "No, let's not." And then it was like the main quest giver for the region, and the reason we were there. And they just got murked outside while we were sitting in the fucking pub.
Worth it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that was. Wasn't that the dragon heist? Waterdeep dragon heist?
It
or
may have
something?
been. It may have been that, but that village itself was homebrewed. I don't remember because again, it probably was us not doing the actual quests, or you guys not doing the actual quests. I was the DM that time, so I can't get blamed for that.
God damn it, Dylan, do the quest.
But yeah, I
Do
know.
the quest.
Another nice thing about this campaign we're doing now is because I record them and I edit them. Sometimes when I miss stuff in my notes, if I see it in the edit, I'll write it down and be like, I'll just bring this up at some point in case it comes up, you know? And that allows us to actually have things come back later. Oh, nice shot.
Yes.
Me.
Yeah, I was so worried when Nick was like, What did my friend want me to figure out from this banshee again?"
Oh shit.
Well, because I had my notes in like literally 3 spots, so I was like combing through it for like 5 minutes, and I was getting pissed off at myself because it's like, why didn't I organize this beforehand?
Do you have
Well,
like
then
a
I found
physical notebook you're writing in?
No, I have a Google Doc that I'm writing everything in now.
Okay, yeah.
My original thought was I was very specifically wording like, "Oh, the banshee will only answer one question for a group." I'm like, if you get the thing to heal your friends, and then you leave and come back, your friends could ask the other question.
Yeah, but Frito didn't know that, so he had to go into Riz mode.
It's a good thing I still had the Frog Jade statue at that point.
Yeah, that was clutch. I thought you handled that whole situation so well. Because I'm not going to lie, and this, I probably shouldn't admit this, but if it was Oris still alive after that, he's just going back to the Underdark. Like, oh, we
Well,
failed
He'd
the
tell his-
quest.
I enjoy about Frito is that Frito is by far the most charismatic character that I've ever played as.
Don't
where-
you have 20 charisma?
Yeah, I've max charisma on it, so it's like I'm going to try and talk shit out when it is necessary instead of just like, oh, I guess time to run away or kill myself.
Or kill myself. Those are the options.
There is no alternative.
Oh man, yeah. I
Yeah,
just
that's
love
the
D&D so
nice. If we go back to Omega Astra and we level up, I'm planning on multi-classing into Ranger, and it'll make sense because my favorite terrain I'm going to pick is desert. So I'll finally be prepared to actually lead us through a fucking desert.
much. Hell yeah. Actually, we're never going back. I've deleted all the files.
Eh, we might have to start either alternating weeks or playing twice a week because
Playing gay Wizard of Oz.
we're going to be doing
Oh,
Delver
no.
and Below probably for another 8 months.
Yeah, and then if we start Rise of Tiamat or whatever. I would like to... I know Nick's working on his Western...
Yeah, working.
or, okay, vaguely working. At some point it will happen, whatever. I would... I mean... yeah. I would like to... I'm trying to figure out how to say this without putting pressure on anyone. I would like to try playing another one of Andrew's campaigns now that we actually like know what we're doing. I feel like so many times we've played Andrew's campaigns and I've just like fucked around and not tried at all. And I feel bad now looking back on it.
And chilling with a Glock.
Like the first time we
Oh,
played one of his campaigns, I played a penguin. The second time we played, I was a goblin at Hogwarts or whatever. Yeah, like
I was a penguin.
I feel bad that I never really took your stuff seriously, but I just didn't know how to play back then. I was like, yeah, I'll just be funny and we'll have fun. Nope.
Seduced his boss in the closet.
Oh yeah, and make them eat gruel. God, why do I remember that?
I mean, I feel if you ever get your Atlantis one done, that'd be interesting. You could either would it be like set in the weird Disney movie, or would this be
Hell no.
The
I
gay
don't
Disney
With
movie.
respect, that Disney movie slaps. Don't
It
you
does.
ever?
Hey, I'm not saying it was weird bad. It was just a weird choice.
What was the other
decision to
one
make
that
the
was
movie.
very similar to that?
Treasure Planet.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be a fun
Treasure
one to
Planet
do a
was
D&D campaign
fucking
in.
gas. I love that shit.
That would just be essentially doing one set in like pirate area theme,
Yeah.
which I think we
Vaguely.
tried once, and Andrew
Oh, yeah.
fell asleep for
I fell
some
asleep.
That was
reason.
another campaign we did. Yeah. Honestly, if I DM another campaign that's not Omega Astra, I'm just gonna do one of the books, because like at a certain point I just get so overwhelmed of all the stuff I've come up with. I've got like I've 25 Google Docs of information about this campaign, and you guys have gone through maybe 2 of them. It's just like I prepared way too much for this fucking campaign.
Yeah, but this way, when you write that book you want to eventually, you'll be all set.
Yeah. I'll totally do that.
Or if you ever want to do another campaign in the Omega Astra
Among,
setting,
Among Us!
Among Us.
Among Us Astria!
in the future or something, and our characters are renowned heroes or villains or whatever we end up being.
I'm not even shitting with you. Why am I talking like this? I'm not even kidding when I say I've prepared so much for that campaign that I have enough to do a whole nother campaign. I suck. I suck as a DM. I need to just do someone else's story. It's just I don't know what I'm doing.
I enjoy parts of it.
Exactly. Like
Parts of it.
I enjoy parts of what
I think
do.
I think the best parts are when you guys are just able to play the game, but I just don't think I was very good at like getting you into that mood or whatever.
No, I mean, I think I always felt like I could get into it. My character was motivated. The one downside I felt is every time we accomplished something, it felt like we made no progress in getting the main goal done.
Yeah.
Because we're like, yes, we stopped the zombie apocalypse. We got to ship off the planet. Oh shit! There's like 8 more things we got to do now.
Yeah. And that's
I think
that's the problem with over preparing, rather than just letting the story progress as it naturally does.
I think for Omega Astria, the biggest problem was that it felt like the apocalypse was constantly following us. Of that,
Yeah.
like we'd get to a new spot and it'd be like, "Oh, this is cool. Let's see what we got here for a while," and then like when we went to the depot, the fucking like swarm invaded and just started killing everyone. And then when we were at Cloud City, like we're like, "Oh, let's chill here," and then like the terrorists showed up, and it's like, "Okay, well now we need to dip."
So much stuff happened in that campaign. You said Cloud City. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think my phone.
And I was DMing. Oh, that's what you mean by Cloud City. Yeah. Yeah.
You can never explore and fully enjoy the wonderful areas you've made because someone else would come along and fuck it up.
Again, another problem with having like the mentality of DMing like you're DMing a book is like in my head all this shit was already happening, but you guys hadn't gotten to the place yet. So like by the time you guys got there, the worst thing had already happened. So it was just like a matter of time before it like caught up to you guys. But if I was smarter about it, I would have pulled back all the bad stuff and just let you guys play a story. And if the stuff happens naturally, then cool. That's why I feel like the books are good, because it gives you all that stuff when you need it rather than all at once.
Yeah, to be honest, at least for the Shattered Obelisk, like I have the book physically here in front of me. I haven't even looked at the section for Wave Echo Cave yet. In depth. I haven't looked at the stuff that's going to happen later in depth yet because I'm enjoying going through it at your guys' pace and learning what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil for myself what's going to... The one downside with me doing that, though, is I sometimes make up random information because I'm like, okay, I'm not quite sure what that's going to be yet, but I think I can give it a guess. And I get to that point, I'm like, oh, That wasn't right.
Which I think is kind of fun.
Because, like, I didn't really prep a lot when we started making our characters, and then Nick's like, oh, I've lived here my whole life, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. And then it's like, oh, he's part elf, so he's, like, 200 years old. The city started being rebuilt 4 years ago.
He's lived in the ruins for some reason.
I'm like, well, no, it's been being rebuilt for 40 years.
Flats look like Scooby-Doo Ghost Town. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I do hope I managed to keep enough stuff hidden that you guys are surprised when necessary.
I feel like you've done a really good job of that. Because, like, I went around for, like, 10 sessions being like, we have to find Reedoff, he's here somewhere. And then we just find this old woman, and I'm like, who is this person? And you're like, I'm Reedoff. Oh my god.
Yeah, that did crack me up. You were like, oh, let's go find this old man Reedoff. I'm like, you're right on the old part.
I was picturing, like, a 30-year... or not a 30-year-old. Like, an 100-year-old elf. Like a young elf man or something. Or like a halfling, because it was a halfling that told me about him.
Don't think the halfling's old. Well, it don't matter.
Is Carp a halfling?
Carp is, but Reedoff, I think, was mentioned by the people kept in the Red Brand camp? Was it?
No,
I keep remembering what is happening in my own campaign incorrectly. There's just so much fucking information I have to keep track of who told you what.
Yeah.
Biggest,
Maybe what I should do with Omega Astra is just make an actual campaign book rather than a fucking story about it, so I could actually run it without having to remember everything at all times. That would be the smart
I
thing.
think my biggest problem with D&D and also life is that I'm just so bad with names that, like, and you guys have seen it where I will, like, you'll say a name and it will just instantly vanish from my brain even when I am paying attention.
Yeah.
Of like except for when it's like Phallic, like the cult leader from and I just
Or
I'm
Jim.
sitting there thinking of if it's Jim or a sexual innuendo, then it will be memorable to me. Otherwise it just disappears instantly.
No, I definitely get that.
Yeah, to be honest, like,
My notes are
Some of
very
them-
scuffed.
yeah, same. My note, I like write down half the things I probably should.
Yeah.
That was what was really great in Omega Astria about Jacob's character, because he took keen mind, and we could just turn to him and be like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy that he had that, so you guys could actually keep track of the story. Yeah, again, I just feel like Omega Astra had so many flaws, because I feel like I learned how to be a DM through Omega Astra, but I had already gotten so far into it, I feel like I couldn't adjust. I'm like Doc Rivers.
then maybe this break will be good, because you can... Has it been good for your Omega Astria? Just taking the however long we took off?
I don't know, because we haven't played it yet. That's
Fair.
like, I think we're so deep into it that I don't really know how to adjust this specific campaign. So I've just been...
I definitely think the time skip is a good chance for you to, like... I mean, maybe... Because I was watching someone talk about D&D, and it's like, one thing you can do to improve the campaign is, like, with travel times, and when you're traveling to destinations, you don't necessarily have to
do all of
to
it.
like do all of it. You can like skip parts of
Yeah.
it and just like sort of do what I'm doing, where it's like, oh, do you guys have any roleplay you want to do?
Yeah.
No? Okay, then we're just gonna keep moving. So we're not spending 2 hours discussing how you traveled 3 miles.
Yeah. I had a chart for every like section of space. Oh god, whatever. Fuck that campaign. I love
No,
that campaign, but fuck that campaign.
No, and one of the things you could do with that, where you want stuff to happen in space, is like in the Shattered Obelisk, there's this chart where it's like you roll a dice once during the day and once at night, and if you get a 17 or higher on the D20, then a random encounter happens, and you have like a D12 worth of stuff of random encounters.
Yeah, I mean, I basically had that, but then all the encounters just like derailed you guys from the actual story.
Yeah, the encounters sort of just have to be like, oh, this combat happens, fight them. I think we're learning together still collectively on how to make good D&D.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up on my dreams.
Don't. I love Omega Astria.
The Master Wonder.
Every now and
I've
again,
just deleted all of the files.
Every now and again, I sit there and we're playing. I'm like, man, I wish I played a different character, but that's on me.
I mean,
can I hit anything? Ah,
I don't want to stop. Like, I'm too invested in the story now of Erebus. Plus, I gotta find out what happened to my family.
we must save my family.
Yeah, what? And we gotta find out what happened to the crew. Are they truly dead? Yes.
Yeah.
No, I love Omega Astria. I can't wait for us to do it again.
I'm very good at talking myself out of things.
Nah, man. The struggle's part of it. The literal apocalypse is happening, and our characters are not dealing with it well, and that's part of the fun.
Well, at least you're honest about that part. I feel like you guys have relatively dealt with it well. You dealt with the zombie shit well.
Yeah, and then we made a deal with a devil, and then just straight up told people we made a deal with the devil, and I'm not sure we should have done that.
Yeah, Jamal did not appreciate that. I'll keep it a buck.
Honestly, I think the only thing that I was like really confused about what you guys were doing in that campaign, and I think mostly it was just because it was the start of that campaign and people weren't quite into the story yet, was you got told by Typhon at the beginning that taking the Dragonborn child will like start this whole thing, and then as soon as Cheros grew up, you just ignored him basically.
Yeah, because he wasn't our sweet little child anymore. He could go fuck himself.
We were a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Deadbeat dad crew.
But yeah, I think when we go back to it, I'll just try to strip back some of the extra shit a little bit more.
And you gotta keep letting me just blow myself up randomly.
Yeah.
And survive it. That's what I had the most fun in that campaign, is when Erebus would just get himself into the most ridiculous situation. 100% should have died, but my rogue abilities are like, nope, I took half damage. I'm fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I can get hit by a train and survive. Don't worry about me.
Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I do regret killing Nick, though.
Killing Nick.
Yeah. That was 100% my character's fault for just sort of running off and wanting a gun.
Oh.
I mean, you didn't kill me. I killed myself essentially by going after you, trying to save you. I mean, I didn't realize I was entering the Illuminati palace when I did, but you know.
I almost feel like Devon wanted to die when he fought, what's his face?
The card situation happened right before that, which completely broke him. Like, we were talking earlier about our favorite moments in D&D. Genuinely, probably my favorite moment of roleplay in D&D was when I talked back and forth between Devon and Jamal of like, you didn't make a deal with the devil, did you? Like, yeah, sorry. And then Jamal just fucking leaves.
Yeah.
We drove our crew away so many times because we were just like, oh, we're not going to tell them what we're doing. They don't really need to know. And they're like, why aren't you telling us what's going on? And it's like, oh, you cared? I thought we just paid you to help us.
I thought you were just an emotionless NPC that we could boss around. I hope that wasn't too... Oh my god, I got a hole in one. I hope that wasn't too much with the crew. I mean, Jade was very opinionated because she had, you know, this like military genius as her captain, and then suddenly someone who was a lower rank than her was like bossing her around.
What was my rank?
I felt like that was you were just like special ops. You were just like part of the crew, but you were one of the newer people, whereas Jade had worked with Leon Adrian for like years.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. He's the bad guy, bitch.
Yeah. Trust your friends less than your enemies, or whatever.
You should have let me kill her.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Damn.
It's fucked up, guys. William might want to beat his women, but you want to kill them.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
And
I want to.
You
I want
know,
to troll them.
Erebos's like whole point is like, originally I wasn't gonna do too much leading of the party. I feel because I'm like, oh, I'm actually a double agent here, spying for my country on the ring fleet.
Yeah.
And then no one else was leading us. I'm like, oh fuck! If we want to get anything done,
That might be a nice thing about having done the Fandelver thing, is I feel like when we go back to Tales of Omega Astra, Nick and Andrew will be more talkative. Hopefully.
Well, I won't be high out of my fucking mind every single time. It'll probably help matters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not high right now, obviously. I don't really know if you guys can tell or not.
Okay, what the
Probably.
fuck is wrong with me? Because in a matter of 5 minutes, I just went from I never want to DM again to I'm excited to get back to this shit.
it's because we were talking negatively about it, so you got disappointed in yourself. Now we're talking positively about it because we actually really enjoyed it and don't want to demotivate you to doing it.
Yeah, it's not even you guys. Like, if you guys are having fun, it's great. It's me. Like, I tell myself all the time that, like, the thing that annoys me the most about that campaign is how much I prepared for it. Like, I just shouldn't have done it. I should have had some vague outline and then see where you guys go with it. But, like, immediately I was like, okay, this is I like gave you guys whatever. It doesn't fucking. I'm not gonna spoil it now if we're going back to it, but. Shit.
No. Tell us the stuff we missed, at least, that we could have done, but we didn't, because we fucked off and did other stuff.
I'm trying to think. What the main thing
we
that,
like gave
set it
up
all
on
off.
your whole murder mystery, like immediately.
Yeah, that one wasn't as bad because that did spawn from Nick being a broom guy.
And you had like a fucking orgy 8 different times.
Yes, sir.
I could have done the
Man,
whole religious thing better. Honestly, that is one of my biggest regrets, is I didn't make the visions more interactive. I feel like in the end they started to become more interactive, especially when William was in one. But from the beginning I felt like I was just like giving Andrew a cutscene. I could have done that better.
I'm like, oh, I have saving advantage on like something, so I'm like, I'll join.
Yeah.
And then I like shit hell or something. I got a nat 1 and shit myself. Oh man, that was so much fun. 'Cause I feel like we're at a point where we weren't doing D&D very often, and the only reason we're now doing it once a week is because you suggested we start Omega Astra.
Yeah, I guess that is something. I don't even remember why I started.
I think you.
I had a
was right
story I wanted to tell.
It was like right after you finished playing Mass Effect, I think.
Yeah.
It's a fact. That game sucks. It has a hub world. I hate that.
You don't like the hub?
Don't like the Citadel?
That's
I
actually
love
really
it.
insensitive, Nick, about my problems.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that was a hell of a shot.
Man, yeah, you only needed the protractor for 45 minutes.
Come on, man, give him some fucking credit.
No, fuck that. No, we're playing this game. Fuck that. Get
My
any
favorite
fucking
thing
credit.
Omega Astra was when that fucking bounty hunter like kidnapped me, and I just pulled the thieves code out of my ass, and you just ran with it. I love that.
Yeah, the Thieves Code is good stuff. It's basically just like MySpace, but for assassins and thieves.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh, you use magic to kidnap me when I don't have magic? That's against the rules, man.
Did you read the manual?
Are
Who's
you
the
not
manual?
even-
It come with egg roll.
Oh my god. Somebody way?
$5.
Get the General Tso's chicken. Come with egg roll. Huh? It come with egg roll.
Is that the
I-
white woman?
It come with egg roll.
I want to be ninja.
I feel like that's the one bad thing about DMing is you get to play all the other characters, but you don't get that one character you can really invest yourself in.
I was very invested in Jamal's story, especially after Nick played him. I feel like Nick showed me that having a different perspective on a character can breathe a whole new light into them.
Sort of like Gerald. What?
Yes, almost exactly like Gerald.
It's just nice with Jamal that, like, it's like, he I feel like it could play him more direct in a weird way than I play, because with Devon felt a bit directionless until, to be honest, he died. And then that he did die and had the massive character arc in hell, essentially, like that made things a lot more interesting. And then just sitting there when you guys just casually mentioned the deal with the devil, and it's like, wait a minute, Jamal doesn't know about this, but Jamal would probably have a pretty insane reaction to hearing something like that.
Where the fuck am I?
Going fucking insane with that.
Andrew's
What
playing
the
a different game.
He somehow opened up Golf It, and he's like, what the fuck?
That man opened up Portal 2 and he's like, where the fuck is going on? Where's the golf ball? I am a golf ball.
Can you reset, Andrew?
I don't know.
No, I
the
turned it
reset
off.
button.
It's off.
Bro.
Oh my god, Andrew. Just use all 12 of your strokes. You're not getting out of that.
Yeah, I hope Jamal
Please.
comes back if we play Tales of Omega Astria again. I like Jamal.
I hope I can rescue my family before they die. Oh, wasn't part of the reason we were in the Olympia? It was like, oh, I want to go visit my family, and then the terrorist attacked us, and we had to fucking run away.
You were thinking about going to visit your mom, but then your mentor guy was like, "There's guards all around the streets."
And they're looking for you.
Yeah, but I got that, like, I can't roll lower than like a 27 on my stealth.
To be honest, I don't really remember what the reason why you didn't go see them was. Maybe it was to protect them. I don't fucking remember.
Probably. I feel like that's some shit Erebus would do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, I just don't really want to talk to my mom.
Or he doesn't want to deal with the fact that he pretended to die and then hasn't spoken to his family in 10 years.
Yeah.
My man got approached by the government and was like, hey, do you want to be a spy for us? And I'm like, sure, what do I need to do? You need to pretend to die. You can't see your
I
family.
just remembered why the quote-unquote apocalypse happened.
Wow.
Why? What did we do? What dumbass thing did we do?
Well,
I pretended I was God again.
Again.
that's not it.
Yeah, last time I did that, William killed me.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Part of the problem was I didn't make it clear enough that, like, well, there's a lot of shit that I thought was very obvious, so I didn't, like, try to reveal it, but now that I'm playing as a character, I realize nothing is fucking obvious in D&D, and you gotta really sometimes just spell it out for people. Especially if they overthink things, which Oris does all the goddamn time. Like, yeah, Sildar's definitely the main villain of the entire campaign. Those first few sessions were very fun for me.
Like the random gnomish engineer on our ship. We're like, oh, this dude hasn't done anything horrible to us yet. He must be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I loved all the situations where you just find him in a random, like, Cock would just, like, find him in, like, the storage area, just, like, digging around, and you're like, what are you doing? Nothing? Oh, okay.
Alright, see you later.
keep on keeping on, bro.
Yeah, this random person we found locked in his ship.
But no, I think the reason that the quote-unquote apocalypse happened was because when you guys first arrived, they clocked that Oris was with all these people, but then when you made it into the city, only Oris was trying to be stealthy. Everyone else was just walking around like they were fine. So once the guards put 2 and 2 together, they were just like, oh, we found
Erebus?
them.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure Erebus is the Tabaxi hanging out with the friends that he made up elsewhere.
This one dude who keeps changing what color his fur is. That's probably...
Yeah.
Oh no, that's my cousin. He died a long time ago.
But I gotta admit, when I like met with my mentor in the hub, and then like I realized people were coming after me, and I rolled a nat 20 for just like taking out the information, breaking the console some way, and then just getting in the vent before they fucking came in. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel like of all the characters I've played, Erebus has definitely had the best just random feats.
I love random feats.
Where he's just like, oh, this oncoming train that's coming at me, yeah, I'll just tank that and be fine. Is his name Erebus? Okay. It's been so long since we played, and I use so many different fake fucking names.
An
I can't remember.
Erebus set.
The Erebus.
What's his actual name is Osiris, right?
Yeah.
And I'm currently going by Invictus.
That I don't remember at all.
I think I once again changed my. I like every time someone like sort of catches on to who I am, I just fucking disguise myself and change my name.
I'm Greg now. You don't know who I am. I'm Greg. Stop. There's no green tabaxis. Shut up.
Because I have black fur naturally, but I think right now I'm white fur.
Is that or blonde? Yeah.
Oh, no, he's got the white privilege.
Wow, that's like really insensitive of you to say that, Andrew. Jeez.
Yeah, my.
Because I actually do suffer from white privilege, and
I suffer from success.
I stay winning so hard, and I don't want to be told about it.
sorry, I'm actually awesome for this.
I'm actually Timothy Jones, and you're disrespecting
Timothy
me.
Chalamet.
I think I actually leveled up my character to 12. Because you said we might
That's
be
fine.
leveling up.
Yeah, that's fine. We can start at 12. Also, part of the reason I don't want to just stop doing the campaign is I have prepared so much. I mean, I
don't
and you
want to
guys
stop
enjoy
doing it
obviously.
either.
It's just funny
Nice,
that, like,
stop.
Because the only reason we stopped is because your computer shit itself, right?
yeah, and I lost footage of shit that happened, and then I was like, I hate everything and everything that everything stands for.
Well, what did you lose? Part of like the traveling?
I lost the fight with the big furry guy, which was like one of the, I think, most epic maps I had ever created, and it just doesn't exist anymore. I just thought that whole situation was fun, even if you guys didn't. Never mind. Oh, and the most important thing in that whole cave, other than the fight, was you having that hallucination of the Minotaur and your dad. That was very important.
Oh yeah, and like the Crystal Forest or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a major recap when we come back to it.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, Andrew. No! No!
You launched me too hard.
Fuck! I was hoping you'd fuck up more, damn it.
Or a fuck up.
Because the maze and the factory are two separate places we have to get to. So.
Yeah. That's another nice thing about having a time skip is I can make it easier for you guys on that particular planet because I may have made the map too big. God
As long as we get the ingredients for the thing Nick killed someone over.
Damn right. Burn down that fucker's property and I'd do it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier that was the moment I found out who Devon really is.
Well, fuck that asshole. He's literally he's getting the deal of the century, and he's getting greedy as fuck because he can't get 90% of the royalty.
die because
Yeah,
of it.
fuck him. I don't mind
Didn't you
burning
also
down.
roll like a 5 on the persuasion check or something?
Yeah, I did not roll well at that point.
No, it's fine.
I'm
I
still
don't think he
saying
actually
fuck
died.
that
You just
asshole.
set his shop on fire, so all of his wealth is gone. But whatever.
Good.
How quickly you went from friends to mortal enemies.
The one good thing about picking up Ranger for me is it allowed me to get a few more proficiencies. So I'm not proficient in investigation. So I can't get lower than a 14.
Yeah, holy shit. High level characters are so OP.
No, it's my main thing where it's, if I roll a 10 or less and I'm proficient, I can just treat it as a 10.
This fucking map makes me way too dizzy, bro.
Yeah, it's
I
not
cannot
good.
focus.
Oh, and the good thing about Natural Explorer on this desert planet, when I pick desert, is
How the fuck, Andrew? What the fuck?
Sorry, did Andrew just in a low tone say feet?
No.
Okay, never mind. Oh, cool. I'm in a. Cool. Got stuck under one of the tubes and stroked out.
Yeah, fuck
Doing
you,
stroking
Andrew.
his shit.
Fucking edge me the whole fucking game thinking I have a chance, then you fuck me at the end. Piece of shit.
One thing I
That's
might do
great.
if Dylan is okay with it is I might not, I won't respect my character, but I might go through and like rechange what I picked at levels.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what makes it more fun.
Hawk is the highest level warlock I've played despite not being a warlock.
How?
Because he multi-classed into a warlock
He did win.
whenever he started a while ago, like level 4 after something.
What pack did you pick?
Chain.
And are you using it on your turtle?
Yeah,
He has
that's
a
why I
smaller
have
turtle.
the small turtle.
I thought that was just some paladin thing you got, man. I thought you've been a paladin, just straight paladin this entire fucking time.
Andrew being straight.
I could not.
Impossible.